So we're playing the Vanishing of Ethan Carter production by the astronauts. The last time I played, I was looking for the witch's house. And instead I came across the graveyard murder, which is a puzzle. And I found that by going down this path. And I really thought I was finding the witch's house. So today I went in and I thought I would look for the witch's house before I logged on to show you guys. And I made a mistake. I stumbled on the witch's house without you. So I already set the story in place, which I'm really bummed about. But it's a little tricky to find if you don't know what you're looking for, so I want to show you how to get there. So this is the puzzle where we need to find the proper interior. So that's the neighbor's house, and I believe this is Ethan's house. And if we go to the back of Ethan's house, I'm actually a little confused because it's so old, no one would actually live there, and there are real murders because we're finding bodies. So I can't imagine that Ethan would be very even alive. That's an old house. So behind the house there is a trail. And if you take this trail all the way up the hill, you come to the church. It's the same church that the graveyard murders were at. It's just another way to get to that church. So I'm going to take it all the way to the church. You actually get to the witch's house through here. However, I want you to see that you can get to the witch's house from two directions, the upper road and the lower road. Same road. See? That's the church. I'm still pretty curious because down here near the statue, I was seeing a flicker in the woods. Maybe it's not there anymore. So this is how I actually found the witch's house. I saw that flicker and I remembered it, so I went back looking for a road down to that place where I saw the flicker in the previous broadcast. And if you come to the back of the church, there's an unexplored trail. I haven't explored that yet, but I think it might be the trail that took me into the church the first time. And then there's the church back, or the trail back to the house. So I'm going to go back down that trail. Somewhere here you start to see a similar flicker in the woods, and so I enter the woods, and you can see this on other people's videos. I apologize, my my curiosity got to me and I played it without you, sorry. But essentially, the witch starts to speak and she asks you a variety of questions that are really morally driven. You don't have the opportunity to answer them. It's very much story mode. And once all the questions are answered, you find yourself in front of this little tent. It's like a creepy little fort. And this is the witch's house. I'm going to read these for you. A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear, and she could not stop crying. Fear turned into sadness, and the woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping, until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman, and she was no longer beautiful. When she was old enough, her son climbed the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing the answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared, and the mother was beautiful again. Aw, that's sad. Put it back. Okay. Note from Ethan's mom. Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it. And know I got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious bean. You just gotta pull your head out of them clouds, okay? That's weird. Usually moms like it when their little ones have their head in the clouds. Okay. I think the mom's just kind of grumpy. So that's it. That's the witch's house. And again, I apologize. I rushed to it. So now you know how to find the witch's house. And when you actually do it, you'll get to see all the sparkles and magic that take you there. For me, I was impatient. I apologize. I'm sorry. You can see that creepy little fort is just kind of hidden. And so if you take yourself back to the trail, you don't actually see it. Just know that's where you go. Okay, this clip is a little bit short, but I'm going to end it here. And later today, when I have a little more time, I'll hop on and we'll do a puzzle. So there it is. Alright, well thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll be back at it again later today. No, not today. Tonight, when it's spooky. Except one thing I'm noticing, they're not actually spooky. They're kind of sort of spooky. They're a little bit creepy. It's mostly just a sad story. Again, it's sad. I'm starting to see a trend here. Indie games are sad.